bigger lead that Arsenal took in the previous fixture as well. So PSG will want to keep all of that in their head and also forget their league form. Yes, all their attention is at the Champions League, but momentum is the word that Arteta used to speak, and I think momentum. One of both the teams will want to make sure that it shift towards them tonight to take it back to Paris if they can and make it as loud as today it is for the Arsenals.
You can sense the tension. The road to Munich continues, but the tension right now is in North London. Both the teams are lining up. The stadium, of course, is going to be in the Mrs. Sajawa. It is going to be louder today for sure. The first leg, Arsenal versus PSG, the first semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. Before that, the anthem that we love. That roar, you can feel it, you genuinely can feel that this is a massive game, this is a massive occasion. Of course it is. It is the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. Marquinhos leading the troops, Donnarumma has been wonderful in certain games of PSG, but PSG are vulnerable when it comes to set plays. They conceded a bucket load of goals, but Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, and of course his assistant know how to score a goal or two from set plays. Luis Enrique, the man who is leading this project for PSG, and this is how the home side lineup opens.
Rai will be in goal. You've got Saliba, who's been questioned for defensive duties over the past week. Lewis Kelly will have his hands full with the Kvaratskhelia and Due at both ends. Mourinho now today in midfield with Rice will have to help him. While Odegaard plays the number 10 role in my opinion. Trossard will lead the line. Saka has been the most instrumental in attack. He has to score his number of goals again to get Arsenal over the line today for the first leg.
Their bench, the substitutes, Arsenal fans will be hoping the 11 on the pitch can do the job. And Declan Rice, he certainly did the job in the first leg. Two absolute ball deals, two free kicks were enough for him and Arsenal. And Mourinho, of course, who scored the third goal for Arsenal in the first leg against Real Madrid. They won 5-1 on aggregate against the defending champions. Up against them are PSG, who got the better of Aston Villa, and before that Liverpool, and they play a third English opponent in the knockout stage of the competition. Odegaard, young in his prime, Marquinhos, some might say, in the last few years of his senior career as a footballer, but let's be honest, he is on top of his game and he marshals the troops so well.
Absolutely, he'll have to bring all of that wealth of experience alongside Donnarumma and goal. Pacho and Nuno Mendes have Kimi in the defense line with the midfield of just they hunt in packs. So Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, João Neves, all of them will want to make sure they control the midfield. Back with Smith, with Kvaratskhelia, Dembele directly been involved in 10 goals in the competition. He'll have to probably be the difference maker, but Desiree Doué, with his youth and exuberance, can score a few goals for PSG.
This promises to be cinema. Of course it is. It's the first leg of the semi-final of the Champions League, Arsenal versus PSG.
This match is brought to you by Philips, UEFA Champions League sponsor. So as the sun just begins to set over North London, leaving pinkish, almost reddish skies, almost Arsenal-coloured skies. It is Arsenal in red and white, and Paris Saint-Germain all in blue. It is the first leg of the first of the 2025 Champions League semi-finals. Svakovic blows his whistle, and the champions of France get this game underway. And immediately put the ball out of play for an Arsenal toe-in. How important, Sue Smith, the first 10 minutes to settle into the occasion?
Oh, it is for both sides. I think that Arteta's obviously asked the Arsenal fans to really create an atmosphere already. You can hear that, but yeah, it's just about playing your way into the game.
It's William Pancho for Paris Saint-Germain. Saka, well won by Fabian Ruiz. The irrepressible Ousmane Dembele. So much attacking talent in this Paris side, and yet the 5 goals they scored over 2 legs in the quarter-final against Aston Villa, 3 of them were scored by their fullbacks.
And that's the concern, isn't it? That you look at the front line and the way that they interchange positions, they're all so dangerous, but then they've also got...
Hello everyone, good evening, what's up?
Runs from midfield as well.
Welcome back to the UEFA Champions League night with me, Game Winter PSI official. After once again signing in from New Delhi, India. The local time is 12:33 midnight for 0033. And today we are going to watch along the match between Arsenal and PSG at Emirates Stadium, the first leg of the semi-final match of UEFA Champions League season.
Crucial stage in the quarter-final against Aston Villa, who showed Arsenal how you can really get at Paris Saint-Germain, because Villa, though they lost the quarter-final, had 20 minutes there where Paris were absolutely rocking. They were indebted to Donnarumma.
Yeah, they were absolutely brilliant, were they? And very aggressive. They won the ball high on the field, which is actually how Arsenal have started, trying to press aggressively and in those areas.
Yes.
John Marino just took it in from his usual sort of 9 position of play.
So let me reduce this.
Here is Nuno Mendes, scorer of a couple of goals in that quarter-final. William Pancho to captain Marquinhos. Paris Saint-Germain enjoying much of the early possession.
Okay.
It's Vitinha. It's having a wonderful season.
So guys, let's have a look at the lineups. We have once again David Raya as a goalkeeper for Arsenal, Julian Timber, William Saliba, Timber and Luis Dembele back four in a 4-3-3 formation for Arsenal as usual. In midfield, we have Odegaard, Declan Rice and Marino this time. Instead of playing as a forward, this time he has moved to the midfield position. And then from here we have Saka on the right, Trossard as the middleman and Martinelli on the left. Then same formation for PSG as well. Starting with the goalkeeper, we have Donnarumma. What a start for PSG! Amazing, guys. As usual, Dembele was scored.
Brilliant finish by Dembele.
What a shot! What a fast play by PSG! Amazing. Arsenal are shocked. Yes.
And Paris Saint-Germain are in front.
So, as you can hear, PSG are in front. Amazing. Fires all over the stadium, guys. Come on. Yes. Arsenal.
Heads are shaking. Paris lead.
That's exactly the style that Paris Saint-Germain would have wanted. This is what Dembele does. He'll drop into those midfield positions, stops the layoff. Kvaratskhelia wants to get to 1v1, wants to beat his man. You know he can go inside and outside, but just a lovely little contact to Dembele. Continues his run, he just stops. Nobody's anywhere around him and just looks for that far corner. difficult for that player to see.
Coming back to the
I think
lineup, so
anything
we have Mendes,
a
Pacho,
body of
Marquinhos,
players.
Hakimi acting as the back
Brilliant
post,
start
Ruiz,
by
Mikel,
Sancho,
Neves
exactly
acting
what
as
they
the
would
chain
have wanted.
midfield, then Kvaratskhelia,
Usman
Dembele and Dembele
Dembele
acting
in
as
his
the front three.
33rd goal of the season. He had actually gone 3 games without scoring
Amazing.
after a run of
One
hitting
shot by PSG,
24
one shot
in the
on
previous
target.
18 games.
Total dominance in the first 5
And
minutes only,
Arsenal
but yes,
are
absolutely
rocked
amazing.
early.
They are rock. They are totally rock, guys.
Still kick on Lewis Skelly.
That's what
Well,
it is.
Arsenal just have to try to clear their minds here.
Yeah, they do, and this is where you need your leaders. You can see Declan Rice straight away just saying, okay, calm down. Well, let's get back into what we know we've got to do, what our tactics are, but Luis Enrique would have actually said to Paris Saint-Germain, quiet the crowd as early as possible, and exactly what he's done.
It's an absolutely outstanding finish. Hakimi here with Marino. There's Bedlam in there. He has done the most wonderful job.
This is
Exactly
exactly
for
what Luis
Arsenal,
Enrique
running
wanted
into
to do.
Hakimi.
No big stars, nothing, no shots, just a bit of play, bit of
Put it on
system,
into the gloves of
and try to win
Luigi
it.
Donnarumma. It's a mental test for Arsenal as well as a physical one now.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a free kick.
Isn't it?
Donnarumma barking orders to Vitinha. Well, I genuinely think he would have realised that taking on Paris Saint-Germain at this moment was going to be a step up from taking on Real Madrid at that moment, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think they obviously played them earlier on in the season, but they're a completely different side now. I think Dembele in that position has made such a difference to them.
So just like how Arsenal dominated Real Madrid, he also makes first and second.
By Luis Enrique
PSG
for
is doing that
disciplinary
same thing to
reasons.
Arsenal.
Playing tonight, all right. Zero Due. Oh, it's got it all, this kid. Due. Hakimi. Vitinha. Scooting ball in. See, that's what the left back is doing. Nuno Mendes
But it's okay.
on the penalty spot. Dembele looking for him.
PSG is just not allowing Arsenal to settle down. Though I believe Arsenal will do.
Arsenal a bit jittery, and you can understand
They are
why.
trying to make short passes और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि सेटल हो जाएं, PSG को थोड़ा सा फ्रस्ट्रेट करें, then straight away एक लॉन्ग बॉल करके ट्राई करें गोल करने का, बट लेट्स सी अभी तक तो आर्सेनल की है पहले
It's a nice ball from Declan Rice. Marino forward, Martinelli, Odegaard and Saka arriving. Trossard in there as well, and it's slipped behind.
So we already have
Marquinhos asking for yet more volume from the travelling Parisians into corner.
Much better from Arsenal though. That's where they can expose PSG because of those fullbacks that do go into those central areas. That's where the space will be left. If Arsenal can get the ball out wide, sure they can cause Saint-Germain problems.
And as usual, गधेड़ों की तरह आर्सेनल के प्लेयर्स घुसेंगे, trying to tackle down each and every
Arsenal's corner kick routine is familiar.
because
knowing what they're going to do or try to do and stopping them actually doing it. Two different things. Those four at the back post will break. Here they come. Here goes the delivery. Marino timing. Saka just taken away from him by Fabian Ruiz, and they need to be careful because Hakimi was charging forward, and Hakimi fell, and there's going to be a yellow card here.
Just obviously having to get back and stop Hakimi, and it's just a little shove in the back. He knows that he's away. There's obviously a lot of getting back, but yeah, it's the right decision for the referee.
So Trossard is booked, 10 minutes played. Arsenal 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1.
So just to summarize, Dembele ने 4 मिनट में गोल कर दिया था. PSG has been finding all the gaps in the exterior.
Nightmare to mark as he just goes so deep, so often. Sire Doué's Trumpler is dealt with by David Raya.
जैसा कि हमको पता है कि PSG के फ्रंट थ्री में थे
Memory of Usman Dembele looking rather like a fish out of the water on the flanks of Barcelona. Seems like a while ago, doesn't it?
I think City went central at Paris Saint-Germain in that sort of false nine role. It just worked. You know, he drops in, everybody knows when to go.
Saliba, and they have lost it. Odegaard tried to help out his defensive partner William Saliba, but it was a Saliba error. There's Sire Doué, William Thatcher.
So let's open up the poll, guys. Let's see. आप लोगों के opinions क्या कहते हैं?
Nuno Mendes. Well, the early signs for Luis Enrique are very, very good indeed, regardless of the fact that they're 1-0 up. They are controlling the tempo of the game and enjoying the vast majority of the possession.
Yeah, they are, and when they lose it, they need to win back so quickly. They've just got different ways to play. They can keep possession and play through the third, they can also counter so quickly.
And here's Doué. Up on it there, Martinelli and Luis Skelly. It's Hakimi to Vitinha and Marquinhos. Dembele. That's Skelly.
PSG is one of the kickers
That's magic in his boots. Played short. Doué's letting ball in. It's not a very effective defensive header at all. João Neves to Hakimi. Transfer by Marquinhos straight at David Raya. It's a chance that.
Nice.
It's another real chance. Hakimi just clicks it in. There's no real pace in the cross. He's not trying to generate it. He's trying to use his neck muscles to generate that power. It's straight in that brain. Expect him to save that, but it is another chance.
Lashed away by the Arsenal goalkeeper. Nice touch. Martinelli, who is fouled by Hakimi. Arsenal fans are saying that perhaps Hakimi ought to be the recipient of a yellow card for that, but I don't think he's going to get one. Shawn Mendes is getting it talking to. Late for Paris Saint-Germain, of course. Mikel Arteta in a loan spell from Barcelona. 5 goals in 53 appearances for the club. Well, that tells a story.
67% possession in favor of PSG.
It tells a story because there are teams around in world football. We'll return to this in a minute. We'll return to it now. That's too long. There are teams in world football who don't mind having 33% possession. Indeed, they want to have 33% possession. The problem, Sue, is Arsenal are one of them.
No, they're not. And that's the thing. Both of these teams like to have the ball. This is just the goal again from Dembele. It's a brilliant finish. I think from an Arsenal perspective, Timber's got to get closer to Kvaratskhelia. Allows him too much time and space. And you just feel like nobody goes to engage Dembele. Who is going to him? Because he drops into those spaces. It's so difficult to mark. But yeah, both of these sides like to have the ball, so it's going to be interesting to see who will have more of it. But at the moment, PSG is certainly controlling things.
It's the goal which is the difference at the moment. Early days, let alone in the tie, early days in the night. Paris Saint-Germain started very brightly indeed. Here's Dembele.
Very easily.
Fabian Ruiz helping it on to Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia trying to dribble inside.
Swinging around him, and he wriggles through and goes down. No penalty. Vintage immediately saying no, it will be checked by the video assistant referee Alan Borisak.
Wow, nice, really amazing cutting by Kvaratskhelia, amazing.
From Vitinha. Scooped forward by Saka. And here's Donnarumma from Marquinhos. We'll get to have another look at that. Kvaratskhelia is a foul. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Timber might be lucky not to go in the book here.
I think he knows he's got to get tight to him, but
It was a bit
yes, for talking to, but next one, sure will be yellow.
explaining the things to Timber and Marquinhos.
Here it is.
Nice.
There's an arm round, isn't there? But I don't think there's enough. I think it was a good call by the referee. The skill is brilliant. He's got to be careful, Timber, by putting your arm across like that. But it's just probably not enough. He's maybe looking to go down. Yeah, he just takes his arm away in time.
Look at the position of the referee, Slavko Vintage. He could not be in a better position.
Brilliant.
Champion drive for Arsenal, the long ball downfield, Nuno Mendes header.
Nice.
Vitinha for Pacha to Marquinhos. These two are as good a central defensive partnership as you'll find.
Nice passing, nice defense of PSG. Amazing. Nice take. PSG not looking scared. Not at all looking scared.
Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos is the red shirts advance. Pacha's header.
Nice.
Duet. A little bit of pressure, a little bit too much pressure. I'd say it's a while since Arsenal experienced 20 minutes like this on home soil.
Absolutely. just feel like they can't. Yeah, they want to get the likes of Saka on one side, Martinelli on the other one. They want to get them on the ball, but they just can't.
Timber is walking a tightrope here.
Kvaratskhelia is just playing it. I think it's going to be bad.
To get the ball, may touch the ball, but can't go through the man.
And the Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard is the recipient of the advice from the referee, and the advice will be along the lines of go and tell Timber if he does that again he's on a yellow card. And that's a long time to play against Kvaratskhelia on a yellow card. Gabriel unlikely to play again this season. It's a major blow for Arsenal, that an injury which actually came in a training camp in Dubai, a warm weather training camp. Right, so they ball into Odegaard. Saka. And still Saka. Marino. Odegaard. Just too high for Trossard. Where's this falling? Referee's whistle.
Foul against Arsenal.
Let's curtail that Arsenal attack. Although the Arsenal fans howl their disapproval of the decision. That's better.
Yeah, much better, and Arteta's applauding that because he knows that's where the space is. Saka came in field, right, the ball back across, Mendes and left Odegaard. It was just, I think this was just the foul doing as well to get back. And this is the thing with this Paris Saint-Germain team, they're brilliant going forward, but they all put in the work right off the ball.
Hakimi. Dembele back to Nuno Mendes. That's a straight ball from Nuno Mendes, well picked off. It's a return. And here's Saka back by Marino.
Into Saka.
Saka. On his forward now. Saka's cross into the penalty area. Martinelli scooping it back in. Williams Patro with the 0-2. Hakimi finding Doué's pass, but losing possession to Lewis Skelly. Then fouling the Arsenal man. It's a free kick to the home side.
This is brilliant. Lewis Skelly there. Just uses his body so well. Just feels the nudge of Hakimi and goes down. What a brilliant player this young man is. So mature.
Just past the midway point of the first half. The last 3 or 4 minutes have been better for us. More possession inside Paris territory.
First free kick for Arsenal. Chance for them to score their first shot on target.
Odegaard for Arsenal, their captain.
This time, come on.
4 red shirts bouncing behind the Paris defensive line. Reset and go again. And Odegaard delivers, and it's nodded on straight into Donnarumma.
Over pass
from Kimmel, who got himself a goal actually at the weekend.
Yeah, he's strong in the air, and you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to block off to just allow Kimmel to get free, get himself free. But again, he's got to try and generate the power and straight to Donnarumma. No problem for him.
Paris was, of course, the venue for Arsenal's only Champions League final when they were beaten by Barcelona. Red card, their goalkeeper didn't help.
Nice defense by Rules over Saka.
This is definitely now more encouraging for Mikel Arteta's side. The best spell of the game so far. Odegaard. That's a shame. It's offside, Martinelli.
Nice catch by Nice.
It's frustrating that, isn't it, from Martinelli? It's a brilliant ball by David Raya. Strays.
Guys are done in 2 minutes.
Oh, that's picked off. Odegaard. Recovery by Nuno Mendes, who made the error. It's well run by João Neves. Vitinha for Marquinhos. 25 minutes in, that's the story so far. Parisian dominance. Hakimi charging forward. And Hakimi has done really well here, got the better of Kivior. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. A little deflection that, off Timber. I think it's a decent save.
Yeah, I think he is. He's got to react. You can see Timber, does take that deflection. Mooney wants to cut in field, but it's pretty capable going on the outside as well.
Mikel Merino. Trossard. Martinelli. Feels like Arsenal have found their feet. How can they find a goal? Leandro Trossard. He'll be encouraged.
Yeah, definitely. It's just when they get into that final third, it's can they find the right pass? Just got himself into a decent position and just misplaces the cross. He's got bodies in there to aim at.
Timber with a scoop. João Neves. Dembele's touch off to Hakimi. Rivalries. Trossard tidying up neatly. Saliba. It's done well. Timber. Saliba.
Guys, I'm back. My throat is bad today.
To Rice.
PSG really going to pressure on Arsenal. In terms of stats, they are all over Arsenal. Shots on target, possession, passes, pass accuracy.
It's a disappointing goal.
Yes. No yellow cards. No, not even a single offside yet.
Arsene Wenger.
Arsene Wenger is in the
Watching
house. He has just been put on the screen.
The greatest Arsenal managers and one of the great figures of French football, one of the most influential people in the modern history of English football.
Absolutely, no doubt. Best Arsenal manager ever. And one of the best managers in the world ever. कभी भी आर्सेनल को इससे पहले नहीं आया।
Nuno
एक या
Mendes.
2 बार कभी भी चैंपियंस लीग में कम्पीट किया है। ये एक बड़ा फैक्टर हो सकता है। As a result, after the 2 legs, but
Half an hour played, more or less, and it's not been the stuff of Mikel Arteta's dreams so far.
नहीं किया है। This is the first time. So it's totally a surprising thing.
But here's Odegaard. Shielding the ball from him. Reno trying a little hand of Dembele with Jean Neves to Kvaratskhelia, who's just swap laps in this Zurich doing to now.
Arsenal are trying to build something.
What before Jean Neves, this could be dangerous. Dembele with Saliba.
Come on, what you can do? Oh, relax. Because अच्छी बात ये थी विक्टोरिया में। Dembele.
Flick off Marino, it's 2-8. Good save. And on the return, it's Fabian Ruiz who hits the post. And Arsenal get away with it. And the flag goes up.
Oh my gosh.
What a brilliant save from Dembele. This could be so important. It's fortuitous how it falls to do it, but just takes a couple of touches onto his right foot. Brilliant save, and he manages to get it away as well from Neves coming in. And that was the offside, but such a talented young man. Good save at full stretch.
Yeah, Fabian Ruiz got involved standing in an offside position, but the do-it shot would certainly have counted if it hadn't been saved.
So PSG hit post 2 times in a row. 2 consecutive shots within 20 seconds.
Take the time to the correct spot.
So इंडियन फुटबॉल फैंस आपको नई मैच देख सकते हैं और सोनी ले रहा
Nicked in by Vitinha.
टीवी प्लेटफॉर्म
Kvaratskhelia.
केबल टीवी स्टेशन टीवी इंडियन टीवी पे सोनी 10 स्पोर्ट्स है।
Dembele touchback would be interesting.
Honestly, they're so well drilled, Paris. One vacates the position, somebody else fills it.
इन कमेंटेटर्स का मन नहीं है PSG की
Hakimi.
और किया
They profit from it.
Oh,
That's a
nice
great chance
keeper.
for Ruiz.
Nice, amazing.
For
One
Paris.
Oh, nice.
And foul by Martinelli. As he tried to make amends. It's a super challenge that by Fabian Ruiz to win it. Big save. Big save.
Real important save as well. He's going one way, he's got to adjust his feet. He just manages to then palm it away from Jonathan Neves.
Oh.
2-0 for Arsenal.
PSG is just playing with us.
There we are.
Nice.
After Vitinha's intervention. And Scalia going a long way toward Desiree Doué. The ball just got away from Doué.
वो यहाँ से बॉक्स के अंदर बॉल यूज कर दी। something.
That's a foul. Fabian Ruiz on Bukayo Saka.
थोड़ा सा रिलीज फील कर सकती है।
Yeah, well, you can see what Arsenal trying to do. They're trying to invite the pressure of Paris and then play around them. At times they got out, but at times
score है 1-0
fortunate that
Dembele
they
ने
capitalized.
from across line corners के लिए।
Mikel Merino finding Declan Rice. Here's Saka. Trossard. Pirouette as Jean Neves arrived. Jean Neves then a little kick out in the direction of Myers Lewis Skelly, and it is a free kick to Arsenal.
Chooses his body well. Neves trying to get round him. It's a foul. The dangerous position, something that Arsenal is trying to get something from.
Lewis Skelly at 18 and Desiree Doué at 19, two of the most talented teenagers you could ask to watch. So 9 minutes of normal time to go in this first half. The set-piece coach of Arsenal will have been plotting and planning in the build-up to this semi-final first leg. It's Odegaard's delivery and it hit Kvaratskhelia the first
yes, cricket by Odegaard.
Usual that Odegaard's delivery is not of the highest caliber. Well, Hakimi with a slip, this is dangerous! It's not a foul, Jean Neves! But the referee, Slavko Vincic, says not. Mikel Merino. And Arsenal say penalty. The referee's initial reaction was to wave it away.
This has got to be a penalty speed.
Ah,
See it again. And the ball, it just looks like they go straight to the foul. No, he doesn't, he kicks the floor.
ये penalty है।
I think it's another really good call from the referee. You can see it better from this angle.
Wow,
I think
what
he kicks him.
happened by Jordan?
Hasn't he, Jean Neves? First contact is with the ball there.
Wow.
Just so well.
That's how it seems. Stuyvenberg, the long-time assistant to Mikel Arteta, with a shake of his head.
जाओ आस्ते में सेटिंग छोड़ दो जाओ।
It's a great challenge, actually.
It is a brilliant challenge. He had to get it right. I thought he'd gone through the back of him, but
Marino.
Biased commentators.
Lewis Skelly, Rice, Saka. Away from Kvaratskhelia. Saka Donnarumma behind. Got to get him involved though, Saka. He's so important.
yeah, he really is. And in that game that they played, he caused Dembele all sorts of problems. Dembele, it was Mendes, all sorts of problems. You can see that they're trying to double up on him every time he gets the ball, but that's what he can produce. Not the shot at the end of it, but just that little bit of skill to get himself a yard.
William Pacho. Oh, and he's let it get away from him. I don't think he realised that he had two on him. Martinelli got there first. Saka touching it. Marino. Trossard.
Nice and थोड़ा
Saka. Saka again wriggling and scooting to Martinelli, who can't quite reach it. Oh, by a long, long way, Arsenal's best opportunity of the game.
That's brilliant from Saka. Exactly what we said. Get him involved. He's got the ability to do this. Lovely little change. Was he slightly offside? I think he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, superb from Saka. He's stretching everything Martinelli to get on the end of it, but I think he would have been offside.
Martinelli really started it by nicking it away. So William Hatcher, I think, who didn't realise that Martinelli was creeping up behind him.
I think in PSG का बिल्कुल बहुत ही ज़्यादा important आज
For the first 20-25 minutes of this game unquestionably belong to Barry Saint-Germain. The next 20 minutes have been much more even, and you might even say that now for the first time in the game Arsenal are looking the more dangerous side. From can be Brian Marino around the back, Trossard, and Donnarumma is there. Another league thing.
It's another real opportunity. You can just see Marino times his run really well. He's just got behind Kvaratskhelia. He doesn't know where he is, and he does right to just keep it alive. The angle too tight to shoot.
And right now, Luis Enrique we'll just be hoping they can get through to half time, because Arsenal are asking some serious questions now, Clarence.
Correct.
Right, slipped slightly as he delivered that. And then there's Saka on his shoulder. He's lucky to get a free kick for that. When he went down, there was another one of Nuno Mendes. He was furious. I mean, it isn't like he gave a foul. And a card given as well. But Nuno Mendes was very happy to hear the whistle.
He's really lucky, I think, here. And then he's trying to shield the ball. I think he just trips himself. And then Saka nicks it off him. Really fortunate. And then it was probably just a reaction why Saka got the yellow card. No foul there for me.
Yeah, you can't keep the ball away.
After the foul was called, it's a yellow card.
Nearly spat itself into the turf. Arsenal lost possession here. Cover it. Brilliant timber. Kvaratskhelia and then nicked away by the Dutchman. That's a lovely shimmy around Hakimi, and now it's an Arsenal free kick and a yellow card for Achraf Hakimi.
I think that's probably just for a number of fouls, isn't it? Yeah, talking 2 moments earlier. Yeah, good ball there from Timber.
No attempt to play the ball from Hakimi. So Saka, Trossard and Hakimi are in the book at the moment.
We are in the last minute of the normal time, in the first half of the first half.
Check forward by Marquinhos. Dembele. João Neves couldn't get it over the top, which was just as well for Arsenal. Marquinhos was fouled. Mikel Merino. free kick has been awarded and taken. Bukayo Saka scored against Paris Saint-Germain here on match day 2 of the league phase in Arsenal's 2-0 win. Kai Havertz got the other. Clay Lewis Skelly. Keeper needs to be careful. That's a brilliant ball. Martinelli!
Nice save!
Superb save by Donnarumma.
What a save!
Brilliant save by Gianluigi Donnarumma. How many times have we said that during the course of this Champions League season?
Oh, it's a huge save. We said that Raya made a brilliant save for Arsenal. How good is that from Miles Lewis Skelly? He gets himself into those central areas on a regular basis. But then it's just the quality and the composure to find Martinelli. You just think, should Martinelli score there? He's in a great position. He's aiming for the far forward, which is the right thing to do, but just not getting enough into the corner. Really good play from Arsenal. Should have probably been 1-1 though.
And he made a couple of outstanding saves in the second leg of the quarter-final against Aston Villa, denying Yuri Tielemans from a header. I remember, I thought that was probably the pick of the bunch. That's another really good stop from the Italian.
So first half is over, guys.
And the referee, Slavko Vincic, blows his whistle on an absolutely engrossing first 45 minutes, in which Ousmane Dembele has scored the only goal as early as the 4th minute of the game. And Paris were absolutely dominant in the first half of the first half, but Arsenal roared back, and Luis Enrique grateful to Donnarumma for keeping them in front. Half time, Arsenal 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1.
Guys, we are now into 15 minutes.
Brought to you by Mastercard, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Let's get prepared now in the second half.
Are you entertained? I'm sure you are. What a first half we have seen. It has ebbed and flowed. But the end of it, we really didn't want it to end. The visitors reap a all go to nothing.
This match is brought to you by Mastercard, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
अक्षय तृतीया पे वरदानों से कहने जिनसे दिल न आए इंद्रिय आदित्य बिना छुए नया स्मूथ लस्सी Grab the new smooth lassi. Love, love, love it. सब देखते हैं और कुछ बावल होते हैं। सपने जो रेगिस्तान को गुलिस्तान बनाने की जुर्रत करते हैं। ऐसे ही अतरंगी सतरंगी सपनों के साथ जुड़ा है कोटक, ताकि आप हर चुनौती का सामना कर सकें और दुनिया को कह दिखाएं हौसला है तो हो जाएगा।
The difference maker in the tie so far was not Dembele. 45 games played, 45 goal contributions this season for the Frenchman. Enrique is starting from to the team for the first half of the first half, but then Arsenal moved into the game at the halfway mark in the first leg. PSG lead by 1 goal to nothing, and trust me, if you're just tuning in, you missed a great game so far. In the company of the gentleman over here, Robin, we told you so. We told you so. The Dembele drop speed. We told you so. He's great, and he did that.
Absolutely, I think it was cut copy paste from the attack that we've seen them, but it usually link up exactly how PSG wanted to or wouldn't want it to start the game. But Dembele dropping deep. You can see the runners already on their minds to get into the box. And Dembele, to me, it's the timing of releasing the ball, attracting defenders towards him, and then trying to scare you or trying to go and win the run. But take nothing else from the finish. There was bodies in the middle and a little bit of a gap. Get the openers absolutely free minutes of the game. The amount of space that when it got to that middle of the park from Arsenal is illegal, to be honest. And then we still had a lot to do, just holding his position, not running. In my opinion, they have to complete the Arsenal defense. They have to go with somebody had to come around. If it was the midfielder, they had to go with could have been Chibra, could have been Saliba. But that amount of space for a man as lethal as him and the form that he's in, illegal. But a good goal.
The first 15 20 minutes, it was all PSG, and it would have had a penalty as well. What are your thoughts, Paradise?
I think that was not a I mean, I get it that you're doing it, but I think that was just enough to stop the momentum. He tried to sell it whether it was possible, but I think if that would have been given, it would have been a little bit soft. If they given, I think they were in all kind of things to do the football. Yeah. But I think like that's the reason right there. And he did go into space. He was very clever. He beat the touch. What I'm gonna have to do? I think that I think man, what kind of touch was required to get a player down. That was just enough.
BBC was again. It was 20 odd minutes, which I think it was all PSG. Most 2.5 was not
Yeah, and I think almost more 70% possession of those 2 to 7 minutes now. At one point, I was just waiting for the ball. I just felt like they were playing enough. But like I was saying when I was watching the match, I seen like especially towards Arsenal, it was working towards Arsenal defense, and I got like a little bit of the flashback from that. But I think we really go to the game because there's a few really good watching the youngsters. Even if they're not playing, because Morata was gone down and I think it was the 37th minute now. After that shot. Yeah, I don't think that was a penalty. I think it was what was ball first. Like you said, maybe extremely confident he was missing out personally. But I would personally go for it.
Yeah, it's a very honest answer, and he said it's not a penalty, but he did get the compensation.
Okay, for the ball. And the follow up like they did very much, and obviously trying to be in a touch in the box. We all know what strikers do in today's time. But yes, man, the beginning of the game, the way PSG was, man, it dominated. It was absolute chaos in the beginning of the game, and they just had to go. They Arsenal didn't have an answer. We knew that they were going to start all the plays in the first 15 minutes, and that's exactly what PSG did. They had about 75 possession. Yeah. 75% possession in the first 13 to 15 minutes, and that's not easy against a team like Arsenal. So that hats off. But we still got something
Change, because I think on the 25th minute or mark, they created loads of chances, but this was the moment. Robert, it should have been one that.
Listen, I've called a 2-1, so I'm happy to see a goal for Torreira getting a strong hand. No Arsenal player being able to come up, come up the rebound. But again, PSG have stood strong. Arsenal is building up into the game in the latter part of the first half, and this could have been a goal. I think the two goalkeepers in the first half have kept that game in the game. Yeah, exactly. The standard performance he did more. I think first 20 minutes he was a little bit out of the game, scoring 4 5 fouls, and then he did very well. But after that, I think he played a very solid. And that was really, really important because he lost possession a lot in the first 20 minutes. That's very, very difficult.
Goalkeeper's unit was going to be represented because Raya also made a really good save, and the game could have been done, Mukesh, because this is when PSG won dominating with Ridgeway on the left. What a strong hand, Mukesh.
I think that if that would have been it, that would have changed if not many got a touch on that, we would be called offside. But I think their biggest opportunities again are coming from set pieces. So PSG have to be very careful of Arsenal at set pieces. But apart from that, they've grown into the game. But that is bound to happen because the high pressing football, it's not going to be sustainable for 45 minutes. And over 90 minutes, it would really keep playing that. The bench strength might come into play in the second half of the game if they have to keep pressing like this.
We speak about the bench strength in a few minutes' time because we're edging closer to the second half in North London and we're up for 45. If you're a neutral, you will absolutely enjoy it. Dembele is silencing the whole crowd. What a start for PSG. They were cruising, they were creating all the chances. But the tide did turn in favor of Arsenal. They wouldn't want a half-time whistle to sound, but it did. Visitors lead 1-0 tonight.
This match is brought to you by Mastercard. The Champions League sponsor.
Abracadabra! अलग हो जा! लिक्विड इसमें तो टाइम लगेगा। एसिडिटी के कारण दुनिया वेट करेगी क्या? जल्द राहत के लिए सिर्फ इनो काम शुरू सिर्फ 6 सेकंड्स में। उठ जा! इनो ऑन, एसिडिटी गॉन।
नया स्मूथ लस्सी Grab the new smooth lassi. Love it. अक्षय तृतीया पे वरदान से कहनी जिनसे दिल न भरे आदित्य दिल न छुए You complete me. So thick, so creamy.
So yummy. Del Monte Mayo डालेगा तो टेस्ट तो बढ़ेगा.
Del Monte Mayo, made by chefs, loved by all. सपने से कुछ भावने सपने जो रेगिस्तान को गुलिस्तान बनाने की जुर्रत करते हैं ऐसे ही अतरंगी सतरंगी सपनों के साथ जुड़ा है कोटाक ताकि आप हर चुनौती का सामना कर सकें और दुनिया को कह दिखाएं हौसला है तो हो जाएगा.
This match is brought to you by the Champions League sponsor.
45 goals from this season, 45 games for West Ham. Dembele separates both the sides. Arsenal have a close second half coming up. The game was a reactive win at moment 1-0 for this.
This match is brought to you by the Champions League sponsor. Great intensity on the occasion. Atmosphere.
Absolutely. It's not impossible that he might face up against his return, but there's a lot of water to pass over a lot of bridges before that. So it's like the British. It's looking at having no ultimate substitutions. It's Arsenal who will get the second foul away.
Hello guys, welcome to the second half after the break. So it has been a good start by Arsenal. Somehow Marino was able to earn the free kick for Arsenal near PSG box, and through the free kick of Odegaard they scored a header. Marino himself scored a header, but it is being checked for offside.
Wow, this is tense. Let's have a look.
I think yes. Marino offside. Yes.
May just have been playing him off.
No.
But it is extremely tight.
Come on guys, this is off. Seriously off.
This is no shredding for everybody. I think if anyone's playing him on, it's Kvaratskhelia.
And he's always sort of leaning back, isn't he? Looks like a really good line, but
No guys, is offside.
Yes, here we go.
Yes! He's off.
It's no goal.
Arsenal lose scores.
Well, it was hugely tight.
It was not hugely tight, bro. He is offside. Arsenal
The
lose
semi-automated offside system does its job. Mikel Merino was in an offside position. It remains Arsenal 0, Paris 1. Well. There's always drama, and there's plenty more to come. I think I can safely promise you that.
Arsenal, you losers. Arsenal, you losers. Come on, PSG. Don't give up so easily. Come on, guys, come on.
Marino, the man who, for a moment, probably had his name on the score sheet. For a guy who said he never
Now what Arsenal will do? They will try to
he's actually
dive as much as possible. Maybe like this. They do that now. Trying to open each and every free kick. Even if it's not picking, then also they will all try to own the free kick. Which is the most position game of theirs.
Early challenge on Marino prior to the disallowed goal. Another headed well by Rice in for Marino touching it down. Trossard saw his shot blocked. Marquinhos between Kivior. Kivior shot hit Pacho. Marquinhos with a clearance. Technically maybe no appeals on handball from Arsenal players, but certainly some from Arsenal fans.
PSG won the ball back. Come on guys, come on. Don't give up so easy, come on.
Take it eventually. They have another. You can only imagine as a coach what you go through. Both Arteta and Luis Enrique, when a decision of such importance has been cogitated by the video assistant referees and the technology, of course, and you have to trust the technology, and he did look offside, and that's the way it was. I suppose what I'm saying is that these coaches look so healthy, and I don't really know how. Paris Saint-Germain throw Fabian Ruiz to Marquinhos. Desiree Doué.
Nice. Take it in. Come on guys, come on. Yeah.
Doué. Oh, fantastic. Taken away from him by Declan Rice in the air, but one back from Neves here. And that's really good defending because Kivior stepped in. Desiree Doué plucked from red by Paris Saint-Germain in the summer. Looking that season like a kind of raw-looking talent. Played the Olympics actually, Paris Olympics for France. Under Thierry Henry, of course, great Arsenal striker.
Nice transition, come on. Dembele is taking the ball forward. He passed to Kvaratskhelia to Medina to Dembele to Medina back. They are trying to settle down PSG in the second half, which is amazing.
Sticking out there, aren't they? Paris Saint-Germain. Keep the ball. Be patient with that space to exploit.
Arsenal need to try and create chaos, and Paris need to try and avoid it. Dembele. He's used his body well. Hakimi, and his route is just blocked off by Kivior. I think Arsenal's top central defender deserves a mention too, because Gabriel's injury was so ill-timed in their aspirations for the season. Kivior not played a lot of football since he joined the club, but actually he's been solid since he's been called upon.
Yeah, he really has. And
Trossard here! Trossard!
Nice save for Dembele. Nice save.
it's another brilliant save from Donnarumma, but this is what Arsenal need. Those driving runs from Declan Rice, because he's playing a little bit deeper. We're not seeing as much of that, but he drives forward and then just the right way to pass to Trossard.
What a save.
Just a touch from Donnarumma. Again, it's what you want your striker to do, go across goal. But he's got such a big frame, Donnarumma, and another top save.
Brilliant save. More frustration for Arsenal. 10 minutes of the second half have gone by. Another Arsenal set piece. Trossard at the back post. It's Desiree Doué. Might be a break here. That was a header that had to be won by Odegaard. It was, but it's been brought back for a free kick to Paris Saint-Germain. The edge of their own penalty area, I think. Living every moment as always.
Yeah, it's just for that foul there, no advantage.
Well, the competition to be the world's best goalkeeper is a pretty good one. There are some outstanding goalkeepers around, and he is right in that conversation, right in it. Saliba managing to get out of the hole, which was partly of his own making, in Timber scampering forward here for Arsenal.
Nice steal.
Good challenge. Shall Neves won it, now they've lost it. Odegaard trying to poke it through, that's Donnarumma's.
Well done.
And Neves does it ever so well, because he just hits it off Saka just as he's about to shoot.
Back it up.
Kivior. Martinelli trying to run it behind Marquinhos, who always seem to have the measure of that.
Wow.
Scary.
Tricks, isn't he? Big little trick, but then Skelly reads it and it's that little pull of the arm. Gives his team a free kick.
And Declan Rice is going to take. Drills it in the direction of Bukayo Saka. Timber's clip ball in to the touch of the head of Coutinho. Here's Hakimi. Doué running ahead of him.
Nice
Doué
save by
and Lewis Skelly together. Again. Mendes.
Nice clear out by Nuno Mendes.
Dembele's the layoff
Nice,
to
nice.
João Neves. It's been a fantastic addition
Great ball
for
is back to
Paris. He's
Marquinhos, the
Hakimi.
right flank. Come on, Dembele, come on. Take.
Dembele. Oh, clever little ball. Great challenge. Saliba on
Nice.
Hakimi. Brilliant.
PSG was amazing.
Right off on his travels. Good challenge by João Neves.
Going forward.
What a great challenge that was.
Brilliant challenge. He's got to time it to perfection. And he does that just again as Hakimi's about to shoot one. It's lovely play, lovely build-up from Paris Saint-Germain.
Great build-up.
Thomas Partey watching from on high, suspended for this one. He won't be suspended for the second leg.
And it's a loss, isn't it? Because it just stops Declan Rice from playing in that 8 role where we see him, the energy getting forwards. So to play a little bit deeper tonight.
Come on, PSG, we won the goal.
Pacho Marquinhos.
Nice.
Desiree doing some superbly well, and he's scored a foul.
Amazing. Wow.
Marino.
Nice play by design.
But you know what, Sue, for all the terrific talent in the Paris squad, and it's very hard to find any weaknesses. Perhaps my favourite almost is Vitinha.
Yeah.
Who probably doesn't get mentioned all that much amongst the glory moments for Paris Saint-Germain, but he's an unbelievable number 6. The energy is incredible.
He's such a brilliant technician as well. Reads the game so well.
Oh, now here's Kvaratskhelia who was misjudged. Kvaratskhelia, Saliba with him. Kvaratskhelia went to ground and took the stuff well.
Asking a little bit on the back foot once again.
Kivior just slightly overran that. Unlucky there. It was speared into Dembele. He controlled that. It was one-on-one. Trossard doing well. And again, to get away from Marquinhos.
PSG stopping Arsenal and going forward. Nice defense from Marquinhos. Great, that's really great. Well done by Calvin Ruiz, amazing. Meeting and taking the ball forward. Shelby passing the ball to Dembele and he did that. PSG once again trying to settle down and slow down the game.
Already that Paris Saint-Germain here in the semi-finals. The first leg stand only one of their first 5 games in the league phase, and that was a last-minute own goal in the Parc des Princes against Girona on match day 1. They beat them 1-0, lost it to Arsenal, drew at home to PSG Eindhoven, lost at home to Atletico Madrid, and then at Bayern Munich. Not many people would have conceived that they could get here at that stage. It's a long game though.
Just not simply getting forward at the right time.
PSG fans in tune, enjoying.
We get to London from Paris more quickly than you can get to some of their away games in Liga.
So total 12 votes in favor of PSG. Arsenal trying to come forward, taking attack once again.
Finding Marina with a bit more room. Marina's ball into the box. That's Scalia. It's like a bit of an attack.
Well done by Scalia, nice.
Rice. They retrieve that Martinez.
Don't give space, PSG. Come on. No. Yeah, nice. Well done, amazing.
Saka is quick to close down the Georgian. Dembele.
Well done, well played by Dembele. Hakimi. Oh, took the ball back.
Done that a little bit better, Arsenal, where Dembele's dropped in, what a step backs has gone with him, and not really allowed him to turn and improve the game as much as he did in that first half.
Donnarumma. Thinking about all kinds of things amongst them, no doubt. Whether he's going to make any changes.
We are into 69th minute of this match. PSG still leading by 1-0 over Arsenal. Arsenal nowhere near scoring a goal since the last 15-20 minutes. PSG has settled down once again. Both the teams are trying to make a build up as much as possible and then take the game forward. First change of the match coming in the first one by PSG.
Well, it is beautifully poised. Certainly beautifully poised if you're a fan of Paris Saint-Germain. Maybe not beautiful for Arsenal, but it's certainly intriguing. Arsenal will feel, I suspect, soon that they've done enough in the game now to feel that they're unlucky that they're still behind.
Yeah, I think after that
Unlucky.
shaky start from them, they certainly built their way into that first half and could have equalised, and then second half they certainly created opportunities. goals that separates a brilliant finish. So it's just that little bit of space that he could aim at, and it's exactly what he does. Precision.
Well, that goal came an hour and 5 minutes of playing time ago, and Bradley Barcola is going to come off.
Dembele had to be subbed off, and Barcola is coming in
Dembele is troubling enough
as a
that
replacement.
he is replaced, and that is not what Paris Saint-Germain would want. No disrespect to Barcola, he's a very fine player, but the form he's in, Dembele is not the man you want to see make way.
You have to shuffle a little bit there with the duo, you'll go into those central areas, rock over, rock wide.
I'd have called it right, that's Ben White. It's an option for Arteta.
Slightly more attackers here than Timber. That right hand side of him, Spectre and Edgard combine really well.
Julian Timber on the sidelines, being inspected by the physician.
Maybe that's why I sat back down.
Well, we'll see. 20 minutes of the first leg to go. Doing muscle out to it. Saliba stretching his legs. At the moment it's Barcola on the right, Kvaratskhelia on the left, and Desiree Doué as the number 9 for Paris Saint-Germain, but it's more about Arsenal going forward just at the moment with their number 8, Martin Odegaard, finding Leandro Trossard.
Ball is with Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli trying to cross in the box, but no, easily cleared out by PSG.
Saliba.
Arsenal fans are totally silent. The noise you can hear, guys and girls, it's completely from PSG fans, and they have not stopped since the start of the match. Right space for Timber. Odegaard trying cross. Well captured by Donnarumma.
But it was always very unlikely that either side would have this two-legged tie all but one after the first leg. If it stays like this, quite clearly Paris would be favourites on home turf in the second leg. But 1-0 would not be insurmountable.
Ball in the PSG. Confident against long shot.
I mean, he's got the ability and vision to do that. He's coming very slightly off his line. On target there.
They were so close in stealing the ball just outside the Arsenal box. Nice defense. I think after 80 minutes, if the score remains 1-0, PSG will only try to make sure that Arsenal does not score. The match shall end at 1-0 only. I think that must be their target. Nice defense. Mendes won the ball cleanly from Saka. Arteta acting agitatedly.
Is orchestrating the crowd.
Yeah.
Imploring more volume. Yet more volume.
So, second substitute for PSG.
Well, Gonzalo Ramos coming on for Juve.
Gonzalo Ramos.
Play down the middle. Try straight in, Barcola will go wide.
Gonzalo Ramos is also a striker and a centre forward.
Respect the threat that comes from the Portuguese international, even though he's not part of the front four that routinely are involved. He still has 15 goals this season.
That's nice. Offside.
Donnarumma went down and made the save, but the flag, I think, is put up on the far side with the county.
It's kind of looks like they're trying to do something slightly different.
Yes, Trossard is offside.
As the ball comes back to Saka, this is brilliant. Lovely quick beat, and he just gets to go across the goalkeeper. Just going to try and catch him out as they post spot. There's no catching Donnarumma out tonight.
Oh, it was a good chance for PSG. No, man.
It's looking from Arsenal and straight away, Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh.
Straight to attack, brilliant there, just a little layup to Barcola, just expecting to hit the target. Just leans back, gets underneath it. For the bar.
It was Kimiel's attempting clearance, which cannoned into Mikel Merino. This Trossard, Mikel Merino, both disallowed right at the start of the second half. For offside, rightly so, but time. Saka. Martin Odegaard for Kimiel.
79th minute. Arsenal still trying for the first goal.
Curling toward the back post, brought down by Fabian Ruiz for Paris Saint-Germain. Kvaratskhelia. No need to hurry for the visitors. Arsenal have found the back of the net in each of their last 11 matches in all competitions.
Nice.
They're not shut out yet either, but here's Kvaratskhelia. Dangerous hits. They have not stopped. there's a balance, and the one who gets the short straw is the one who has to stand up with his back to the gate, orchestrating the support for missing the match.
Ball once again with PSG. Defense trying to slowly and steadily pass the ball within their players.
You have to say, with 10 minutes to go, that Luis Enrique's side soon has demonstrated again tonight just what an outstanding accomplishment.
Yeah, 80 minutes over.
Brilliant going forward, also defensively. You see how they get back into shape and say to Arsenal, we'll come and break us down, and it's been difficult for them.
Then White will be on shortly. Declan Rice. Odegaard. Rice. Yapoué. Gigo's curling ball, trying to find Martinelli. Just off the mark. Coutinho. The drums beat on.
You can continuously hear the sound of whistle coming up. I think it's from PSG fans. That's exactly what PSG is trying to do. They're trying to run down the time and finish the game at 1-0 with a goal in their favor. First sub for Arsenal coming up. Ben White in replacing Julian Timber.
He's been troubled of late by a niggling knee injury. Ben White, he hasn't played very much football at all, really, since around about November time. Nuno Mendes forward. His first contribution is the defensive header.
Minutes over. PSG leading Arsenal, trying to run down the time. Nice. Oh no! What a chance that was to finish the match.
This is brilliant though. I think he's just onside and it's Ben White maybe playing him on. Barcola does so well, even Ramos linked, but it's the movement, it's the way that they're so slick in that, so slick in their passing, in the movement, and it's just the finish that Barcola can't get right. Everything else is brilliant.
Well, as it stands, Paris Saint-Germain are in the box seat, but if that had gone in, then Arsenal would have been looking at a huge deficit to try and overturn in the Parc des Princes.
Arsenal fans in shambles.
But losing at home is not something Paris do very often. Marquinhos over the top, and the flag is staying down. Gonzalo Ramos here.
No.
Well, twice in the space of 2 or 3 minutes.
Once again they hit the post, man. What the heck? What are you doing, guys? Come on. No.
Knows exactly where the goalkeeper is, and
No, Ramos, no.
over the top of Raya. You just watch it there. Straight over the top. So lucky. What a touch, what a run.
Wow. Well, those misses could be hugely significant. Even more so if Arsenal find an equaliser in what remains of this game, can you imagine? Here's Saka for Odegaard. Almost behind Saka, Kvaratskhelia to Gonzalo Ramos, who hit the bar. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's a lovely clip ball. King is swift and is fouled to escape. Marina. Hell. Says Slavko Vincic on referee. Rice does so.
Arsenal trying to create pressure in last 4 to 5 minutes plus injury time.
Oh, away from Hakimi. No.
Free kick. It's just outside the box. No, look at Martinelli acting. It's a little bit dangerous area.
Well, practice makes perfect. One thing you know Arsenal do an awful lot of down at their training ground is practice set pieces. I wonder if he is thinking at all from that angle of whether he could beat Donnarumma in the way he beat Courtois twice. In that net, of course. Declan Rice for Arsenal, 87.5 minutes played.
I think he could go for a direct one.
Into the crowd and lashed away by Kvaratskhelia.
Just trying to get it into an area with pace, wasn't it? And it could have gone anywhere, just ricocheted off Marino.
2 minutes of normal time to play.
So 2 minutes again, 2 minutes left of in normal time. Then we are going to see injury time, maybe 3 to 4 minutes.
Quite poorly played, Bukayo Saka.
Another sub coming in, this time for PSG.
Another change. Zaire Emery is coming on for João Neves.
Zaire Emery. John is coming off, Zaire Emery is replacing him.
Not only are they technically so gifted, but it's great energy off the ball. Tremendous.
So Zaire Emery on into the 90th minute of the first leg of the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League.
Last 30 seconds in the normal time. Arsenal still trying to find some options, but have not succeeded yet. Good clearance by PSG. Let's see how much extra time is going to be added. Substitute for Arsenal. Five minutes.
Not much time for the youngster, but you don't reluctantly take off your skipper, especially such a talented one, but Ranieri just might do something special. He's done it before. 5 added minimum there off. Kirill for William Saliba. Saka.
Arsenal have struggled in the second half. Apart from the first 7 to 8 minutes of pressure, I think after that they have not been able to make something significant, and there was not even a shot, I think, since long we have seen from Arsenal, apart from that free kick.
Luis Enrique is leaping desperately in his technical area, trying to plant some advice to Gonzalo Ramos, I think. Here's Ben White. Raya made to hurry because Barcola closed it down. Came off the back of Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz is there.
Cleared out by Donnarumma for Arsenal throw. Oh, look at the number of steps they have taken.
Vitinha, and it's taken away from him. Shots on the back heel. Ranieri, Martinelli, high and wide.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, Ranieri really did do something special.
Yeah, it was nipped brilliantly by Declan Rice. Could have given the foul, but just that. Couldn't get shot on target, Martinelli. Build-up play was great, it was just that finish.
Kai Havertz, Thomas Partey, Cagliari.
Arsenal's suspended and injured is a fairly lengthy list. It's hurt them this season, the injuries that they've had long term. They're not done yet though. Saka for Trossard. Marino for Rice.
Come on, PSG. Create a pressure on them, create a pressure on them.
Ben White.
Oh, nice steal. Oh, Cortile could not take it forward.
Declan Rice holding off Gonzalo Ramos. Finding Jakob Kivior. Back into Rice. Martinelli.
Nice defense by PSG, but I think Arsenal have they have won a corner or side. They have won a corner. We are about to see 4 minutes and injury timing complete. Only 1 minute left.
There he is, the set piece coach. Making sure that is the man who masterminds these situations. What do they have up their sleeve here, and can they execute it? Last minute of added time. Back post it goes, and the whistle goes too. And Donnarumma is in the heat. Arteta's making sure that the set piece goes because he got talked himself into some sort of sanction.
That was a clear foul.
Usually any touch on the goalkeeper.
Well, the game has such great expectations, such high hopes.
हाँ डेटा देख रहा है
Arsenal
वो.
may yet reach the Champions League final, but if they are to do so, they will have to go and beat Paris Saint-Germain in the Parc des Princes. And that
Well done PSG,
is a
come
tall
on.
order.
It is, I don't think they'll be intimidated though with that. I think they'll have the belief that they can go and do that. They create opportunities against Paris Saint-Germain, but we've just seen what a top quality side they are, both on and off the ball. And
I think 3 or 4 amazing saves by Donnarumma, and first half pressure by PSG has really made them win this match. That's a great result for PSG team, PSG fans. Very happy and satisfied to see the match, given it was a tough contest, a fighting contest, not a boring match, not even one-sided. So that's good, a competitive one. Great guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. It's time to end today's stream. We'll be back tomorrow or day after tomorrow with another Champions League semi-final or Europa League semi-final live stream watch along. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night to everyone. Take care guys, bye bye.
Performance, but it was not enough today. A very mature performance from the French side. They take back home a 1-goal lead. Real maturity shown by them in the second half to defend those tough situations. Martinelli had a great chance. Declan Rice was all over, but Fred side lead 1-0.
Is brought to you by Mastercard, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
आश्रय थे अपने वरदानों से कहनी जिनसे दिल न भरे इंद्रिया आदित्य बिरला
अलग हो जा। लिक्विड इसमें तो टाइम लगेगा। एसिडिटी के कारण दुनिया वेट करेगी क्या? जल्द राहत के लिए सिर्फ इनो काम शुरू सिर्फ 6 सेकंड्स में। उठ जा, इनो ऑन, एसिडिटी गॉन। सपने सब देखते हैं पर कुछ दांवले होते हैं। सपने जो रेगिस्तान को गुलिस्तान बनाने की जुर्रत करते हैं। ऐसे ही अतरंगी सतरंगी सपनों के साथ जुड़ा है कोटक, ताकि आप हर चुनौती का सामना कर सकें और दुनिया को कह दिखाएं हौसला है तो हो जाएगा।
The only goal of the game was scored very early on in the first half by Ousmane Dembele, and that is enough for the French side to take a narrow, slender lead into the second leg. Donnarumma, they have to thank him. 2 massive saves made by the goalkeeper, and because of that, PSG 1, Arsenal 0. It was a great game. They did really well, PSG, to weather the storm because Arsenal tried their best. But Enrique, this is what he's done to this team. They made this team into a very experienced outfit, giving their best in the company of the gentlemen. Kishan, do you feel a little unlucky that Arsenal didn't get anything from him?
Yeah, I think Donnarumma was amazing. A bunch of good saves. But if you ask me if I take a 1-0 20 minutes into the game, I would have said definitely. But I think Arsenal grew into the game a little bit more. But even towards the end, I think PSG had like 2, 3 really good chances. But I'm really happy with the result. I feel like there's something to not happy with the result. I'm okay with the result. I feel like there's something left for us to fight for the second leg.
Mukesh, you think it was a fair result on the night?
I would say it was a fair result because as the game went, as you said, Arsenal into the game. I expected Arsenal gonna score. I think we all did, and at least one goal from their end was expected. So I think PSG would be very happy to take this one goal lead. Though towards the end of the game, they did create 2 or 3 chances where if they could have ended the tie, they would have loved to do that. But I think they would be pretty happy with how the game ended.
Mature is the word which comes to my mind.
Absolutely, I think Manas, when you were having this conversation to score so early on in the game and to manage a 1-0 lead against an Arsenal side away and an away result that has not gone in their favour for the past 6 games for PSG. This is a big result to take back home for Luis Enrique and his side. But I'm just thinking of the opportunities that they got later on in the dying moments or the last stage of the second half. I just hope they don't come back to bite them even when they take the second leg back home to Paris. So there's still a lot to play for Arsenal as well. Arteta will go back and he will look at the game and think to himself that yes, maybe PSG found us unsettled, but we grew back into the game. And if you go back to the first half, if there were 5 to 10 more minutes, I think we could have gone into halftime with a 1-1 scoreline. I think.
Absolutely.
Momentum should
Yeah. Martinelli had a great chance. The supporters, of course, are making an exit. But do you think those supporters and you as well, Kishan, do you think you've seen enough from Arsenal in this first leg to feel, okay, we can turn this around?
I think yeah, definitely towards the second half of the first half and the second half of the game as well. I feel like we can turn it around for sure. It's just that I feel there were a few key performances that we missed today, like maybe like Saka. We didn't see too much of Saka, especially when he had the ball. I think Robert had mentioned that Arsenal attacked too much on the right, so I think Bruno Mendes and PSG were great at shutting down the right flank in time. So there's very little of Saka. Every time Saka got the ball, he tried to dribble pass and he lost possession or it wasn't effective enough. So I think those were some key elements of Arsenal's game that went missing. We depend on Martinelli way too much. But I feel like if in the second leg Thomas Partey comes in and Declan Rice gets to play in a different position and Mikel Merino up front, I feel no disrespect to Trossard, he was great as well, but I feel like that might make a big difference for us.
But Donnarumma, Mukesh, दो बढ़िया saves, like tie changing saves बोल सकता है, first leg ही था, but पूरा complexion change हो जाता है. ये जो दो saves देखने वाले हैं हम लोग, just remarkable, Mukesh.
Absolutely. I mean, you could make a case that he was the man of the match. Though I know if you would a little more dive, then you would say ball distribution की आज के मैच में that caused PSG a little bit trouble. But I think by making those two saves, which were obviously going in goal, brilliant saves, he made up for it. And I think he deserves the credit for that. He has been good. He was great against Liverpool in the second leg especially. And once again stepping up at the way ground, the coach will be very happy with his performance.
मतलब डिफेंसिवली पीएसजी ने तो दिखाया, मतलब आप रेजोल्यूट डिफेंसिवली तो दिखाया, बट आपको ऐसे परफॉर्मेंसेस देने पड़ते हैं रॉबिन, बिकॉज आप अगर उनके नंबर्स देखिए, सेव्स देखिए, 4 saves इनसाइड द बॉक्स, रिकवरीज, हाई क्लेम्स, बट लाइक हमने जो अभी दो मोमेंट देखे, वो उसकी डिफाइनिंग.
I think game changing moments. If those two fingertip saves नहीं आते तो ये टाइ बदल गया था. Maybe it could have ended 2-1 tonight at Arsenal's favor. But वो काफी important saves किए थे Donnarumma ने. I think जब ये टाइ को PSG अपने घर लेके जाएगी तो ऐसा ही कुछ करना होगा. Donnarumma को ही नहीं, PSG को collectively एक ऐसी टीम परफॉर्मेंस दिखानी होगी जहाँ पे मे बी एक और मच्योर 1-0 परफॉर्मेंस काफी होगी. बट इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी इजी क्योंकि सेकंड लेग में आर्सेनल के लिए डो डाई. पार्टे कम्स बैक, मरीनो को आप वापस ऊपर शिफ्ट कर सकते हो क्योंकि लेस्टर रिमाइंड द व्यूअर, उन्होंने गोल भी मारा था. ऑफसाइड जरूर था. अगेन हाई क्लेम्स, देयर वाज वन दैट डोनारुमा ने किया, बट सेकंड टाइम इट वाजंट हैपनिंग. बट सो आई फील कि इस गेम में अगर आप मिडफील्ड में पार्टे को सेकंड हाफ में सेकंड लेग में डालोगे,
maybe Arsenal can find a little more control. Because as we said, Neves, Ruiz, and Vitinha changed the game in the midfield.
जैसे आप थॉमस पार्टी की बात कर रहे हैं, अभिमन्यु भाई ने क्या आर्सेनल में से थॉमस पार्टी, as simple as that. And किसी ने बोला था without party there will be no party. I think एक joke मारा था, and I think Arsenal के लिए वही हुआ. One more tweet has come in. Please use the hashtag Champions की चर्चा. President of planet Neptune कह रहे हैं, everyone is gangster until the real gangster walks in. Arsenal's tactics struggled against the French team. Overall, the goalkeepers did spectacular. Action to prevent goals from both sides. PSG never won the UEFA Champions League, and here they are coming to play against Barca.
Not yet.
अरे तो अज्यूम हो गया मुक्तेश जी, आप लोग क्या है, ये आपका फैन बेस को क्या हो गया है?
But I think they're too confident, man. कल वाली game का result उन्होंने already decide कर दिया.
I think he's out of this world. He's coming from a land of Lulu. But there's another full tie left, and what we saw Arsenal in the second half let's just take the first 15 minutes out. It was a performance where Donnarumma kept PSG in the tie. So Arsenal still have a chance even at Paris, I think.
Yeah, but अगर डेम्बेले ऐसे ही खेले जो उन्होंने फर्स्ट फ्यू 20 odd minutes में किया था तो टफ हो सकता है. The goal that Dembele scored, I think we didn't even blink an eye, Kishan, and they had scored. This is such a beautiful goal by Usman Dembele.
Yeah, I think more than what the goal did in terms of damage, I think it really took a hit on Arsenal's confidence because the next 15 to 20 minutes was just a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
And Rice asking, I think there was fantastic goal. And I think it was placed perfectly as well.
Absolutely, I think it's not easy to find that little, find that hole through the eye of the needle. Let's just call it so. Trademark Dembele dropping into midfield, allowing his teammates to get into the box. Arsenal trying to stay compact inside the box, but Kvaratskhelia, we were discussing this in the pre-show as well. This is what will happen. Dembele will drop, but again, you could say not the cleanest of touches, but sometimes you need a bit of luck on your side. He did just enough to beat Raya in goal. Who's kind of tonight as well. He was quite good. Apart from that goal that he conceded, he had a good game. Raya as well.
Yeah, and they used Raya in the build-up play as well, as Muktesh mentioned a few times. Tweets coming in. Please use the hashtag Champions Ki Charcha. Dembele looks like a different player compared to his Barcelona days. Maybe that's what being the main player of the team does to you. Fair enough. He couldn't become that main player at Barcelona. And the next tweet has come in as well. Let's take that. Thank you. Ajinkya saying, I hope this PSG team goes all the way. The arrogance which surrounded them has disappeared. Hard-working team, full of ballers, every transition, Vitinha and Neves all over the pitch. Due and Quara skipping defenders with ease. Dembele on top of his game. ऐसे लग रहा है मुकेश की well-oiled machine बोलते हैं ना हम लोग, ऐसे लग रहा है कि they're a well-oiled machine.
पता अगर वो गोल अगर हम देखेंगे ना एक बार फिर से अगर से क्लिप पे चलाया जाए, आप एक चीज नोटिस करना कि डेक्लन राइस he was in the path of Kvicha Kvaratskhelia to Dembele, but Kvicha Kvaratskhelia in itself वो इतना बड़ा एक threat है कि you can't leave just one man to him. You have to commit multiple people. आप देखना यहाँ पे Dembele is gonna pass to Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. Once he finds it, see he checks, he scans. Declan Rice scan करता है कि उसके पीछे है, but still he goes and commits himself to Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. He scanned it previously कि Dembele उसके पीछे है, so he's well aware about it. But you can't leave Kvicha Kvaratskhelia alone. This is the threat that this team brings. Whether it be Bradley Barcola, whether it be Desiree Doué, you can't leave one man to them because they're such great dribblers. And in order to commit, two people, three people, you leave.
Has he done more in few months, Maradona at PSG than what Messi did in 2 years? At PSG.
No, man. Messi's PSG stint was absolutely underrated. See, obviously, the team didn't make till this level, semi-finals, so obviously it's not going to be the case. But in terms of impact, we obviously judge that where the team is. So anybody's going to be like, oh, like they're in the semi-finals on the way to the finals.
Yeah.
But no, man, the numbers were on different levels. He was giving 22-digit assists and goals even at his worst.
हमारे प्रोड्यूसर साहब को पूछना था वो क्वेश्चन, तो मैं सोचा आपसे भी पूछूं. like has he done Messi तो मेरा गोट है. Messi तो मेरा गोट. I just wanted to see that. But Ramos, we spoke about the two chances starting with Ramos. We'll start with Ramos one because एक बहुत ही अलग सा finish कोशिश की ये toe poke.
I think he was trying to be cheeky, and sometimes the power of a toe poke is you can't understand it. It was so powerful. He was trying to also be very clever, saying, okay, I'll wait for options. I'll give him a clever eye to say that I'm not going to shoot at goal. Firstly, the run is brilliant. He arcs his run as a striker. The touch, brilliant. Raya going back to his line, waiting for our options. Ramos at the end of it, absolutely, we didn't see it. And honestly, this is Manas what I'm trying to say, that these chances, right, that they did not convert to goals. I just hope they don't come back to bite them, because yes, he toe poked at that on that occasion, but what if he opened his body and just tried to use his left? Exactly. Why? Well, I understand what you're trying to do, but you might just want to finish it off quickly. But if you're in a space, try to do something better. I know I'm trying to be overcritical of a striker, but you need to be there. You need to show that composure. Maybe that's what separates the good from the best. The composure inside.
Let's be honest, the Ramos chance and the Barcola chance,
Barcola chance was a
which
little
we'll
bit,
see
yeah.
now, they were probably the best chances of the game.
Yeah.
You know, because and these came at the end of the game. Barcola should have scored over there. And Kishan, I mean, Arsenal were really desperate to equalize, and that is when these chances came in for PSG.
Yeah, and I think at some point they started taking more attacking approach, and they realized once these two chances came that they maybe need to be a little bit more cautious. For me, this Barcola miss, yeah, definitely, like Robin said, if they could have converted at least one of these two chances, the second half, the second leg would have been a little bit more sealed for them. But for me, other than these two chances, I think Martinelli's the final shot as well. If I feel like Unai could have taken a chance, it would have been a better opportunity for Arsenal to score at that point, because Martinelli, one, the angle was off, and there were too many bodies in the way as well.
Yeah.
I feel like if Maneri took a chance, maybe it would have been a better chance at scoring this.
But the tie is still alive. Let me just be honest, the tie is still alive. Plenty of tweets coming in. Please use the hashtag Champions Ki Charcha. Aaron is saying Odegaard has been dismal as captain. Need to be much better at get sold. Okay. Or get sold.
Honestly, I feel like again, I don't have that much football knowledge, but from whatever I saw, I thought Odegaard was trying to dictate the game. He was trying to constantly ask players to move back into position, asking players to track the PSG players as well. I feel like that's bit of a harsh criticism if you ask me, because I feel like he was really good as captain today.
Yeah, I think we were having this conversation. If someone had to be changed, it had to be Saka tonight.
Yeah.
Not Odegaard. I think Saka was very silent.
Yeah.
And I genuinely feel Waneri could have brought that bit of energy. And maybe that could have been. Maybe, I think he's struggling with an ankle injury as well, Saka. So he wasn't going full on. And maybe that is why, as the tweet also coming in, it's the same thing, that the defending strategy against Saka was a masterclass. Correct. We saw Kvaratskhelia also tiring out a bit more, because he had to double up against Mendes and Saka together again. But that's what you have to do. It's a game of chess sometimes. And Luis Enrique probably got Arsenal in a spot and said, checkmate.
Yeah, and Bruno Mendes.
Sorry, also with Saka, I feel most of the balls that he got were from Raya, and they were all aerial balls which he couldn't. Obviously, he also has a physical disadvantage where he can't.
That was the game plan as we were speaking about.
Yeah.
They'll make them kick the ball long.
That is Enrique. That is what Enrique does. Such a legendary manager. A tweet has come in once again. Let's take that. Sensible takes. Donna was on another level. Today can't blame Martinelli or Trossard. Partey back, Moreno up front, and involving Saka more in the play is what Arsenal needs. Also, Odegaard needs to step up. Don't know what's important into him. Muktesh, ये ओडेगार्ड की criticism ज़्यादा हो रही है? You think it's justified? बड़े games में ज़्यादा ही has to step up.
See, I will be very honest. The more expectations we have from a player, if the team does not perform well, if he does not live up to it, the more the criticism is going to be. Okay, simple as that. So I won't say that Arsenal fans, if they had a certain level of expectation from a player like Odegaard, their captain, and if they felt कि नहीं भाई he hasn't done enough, they are obviously open to criticize him.
Because हम लोग जब मैच देख रहे थे हमने यही बोला कि Declan is doing so well. He's all over. Odegaard didn't stand out in a similar way. I think maybe that is why, because you want in a semi-final your captain to show up.
Yeah, but at the same time, Vino Rice is a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah. Odegaard and Merino will be number 10s.